going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Warframe. Alright. Let's get down to it. So, we're just going to grab this spy mission on the series here. Lex spy mission. And we are obviously in the Quanta Vandal. We have Nyx Nemesis, or Nemesis Nex, however you want to call it. And the Kronen here with the Ac Magnus attached as well. But, so, first off, this is going to be probably about 20 minutes or so. And we're just going to kind of hang out and chat. And it's been so long since I've kind of just put out a video, it feels like, where we do what I've always done, which is just kind of chit-chat and hang out and catch up with everybody, you know, from comments and everything else. I've been doing a lot of videos, obviously, a lot of edits, and a lot of shorter videos to keep up with all the content in Warframe, Firefall. I've got a number of the other videos that I've just been sitting on. I haven't even posted up yet from other games I want to do updates for. Because I do enjoy making update videos and overview videos for the different games and stuff that I enjoy the most, that I play the most, that type of stuff. Not everyone is as popular as my Warframe content, but some people do enjoy it, and so I like doing those, and I've got a few of those lined up that I still got to post, but yeah, so we're just going to chit-chat and hang out. We got the Quanta Vandal here. It's at level 30. Alright. So I'm just running it here. Right now it's got a radiation and viral on it in this particular run. Been playing around with the different elements and combinations and stuff. I am going to probably be going and looking at 1 to 2 forma. So any official final setups on this will probably take me realistically another day to 2 days before you see a final on it, because I don't rush, as you can see from the time of this video. This is how I do it. This is how I play. Even usually when I'm with the guys in the clan and whatnot, I just take my time. I always have. I enjoy it that way. I don't miss anything. I get as max credits and max everything, and I just feel like just fun. When I go in the pup groups, I know it's gonna be quick and running around and fast, and sometimes you've got to do it that way, based off of what you're trying to do. But usually I just like to hang out and challenge myself, of course, on spy missions, and there's nothing wrong with the spy missions, because the spy missions do drop some great stuff as well. But I'm always trying to get better and better at them. As you can tell, I'm not running your standard Loki or Ash that you could run in these and go, invisible all the way around. I do that usually when I'm trying to make, first videos of things, just because it's easier, of course, to be hidden in like a Loki and run around and show you everything right off the bat when the stuff first comes out, than to just fail numerous times, with regular frames and you're not prepared for it all. Now, the reason I'm running with the Kronen, one, I've put a new build together for the Kronen, and I'm really liking the way I've set it up. Whoa! And two, the Kronen is probably the closest weapon right now in-game that resembles the glaive from Nemesis, from the Dark Sector video game. Speaking of, this video will probably... this video will probably be the video before the next in the playthrough in the Dark Sector, Chapter 9 that we're on, that I've been talking about. We've gotten 2 episodes already. The next episode will be the boss battle where we take Hayden versus Nemesis. And that'll probably go up on Sunday sometime. either Sunday or maybe early Monday morning, late Sunday night, however you want to call it. It'll probably go up on Sunday sometime. That episode of it. We got 2 more episodes left on the Dark Sector Chapter 9, which is the boss battle, and then getting out of there. So we'll do 2 more episodes in there, and then we're on to Chapter 10, which is the final chapter. And it gets pretty interesting there. But yeah, we'll get to see the. You'll get to see basically Excalibur versus Nemesis. You'll get some more lore or background, I guess you could say, to the whole story of how it all plays. And for people that are asking, Nemesis is a female, just as FYI. But yeah, so we got that coming. I know, hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I've gotten some decent views on it and whatnot. So let's see, what else we got going on? So we'll have the Kronen build, we'll have a Quanta Vandal build probably during the week. Haven't done much to Nyx in terms of changing her from the build I just put out. Ack Magnus is going to be changed up a little bit. So we're going into 5 former now on the Ack Magnus. But I said I was going to do that when that impact mod came out from the event, which it has, and holy crap, what a difference in the damage. So we'll be building that in. These Syndicate mods that came out, the one for Chroma and Necros, I haven't even had a chance to look at them yet, to be honest. There's so much other stuff going on with the whole event, or, you know, the operation, I should say, which in itself it's a good and bad one. I'm not really sure. Like, when I first put out the video, I still maintain that RNG plays a role in it, because when you're doing it solo, you didn't always get to see that. In the beginning, you did not always see that, the Bursa. Why am I always calling it a Burra? Bursa show up, and it was kind of crazy. Now, many of you guys that are seasoned veterans, if you will, in this game, can probably determine some of the mods that I'm running on this right now, this Quanta. But anyway, so I felt like for the Nemesis build to kind of make it look as much as I can, and so the Kronen was the fit for it because it's the one weapon that looks like Nemesis's glaive. Now, if they ever bring in that glaive to Warframe, that'll be awesome. I mean, we have a glaive, you know, we got a glaive prime, but if they bring in Nemesis's version, the version that Nemesis uses, that would be awesome as well. Yeah. So I got you guys always asking me. Well, not always asking, but I mean, I've had a lot of comments lately. A number of comments. Why did I say it? I mean, a number of comments from people like, "Hey, man, we haven't seen you doing any, you know, regular long videos like you always used to, just straight gameplays and stuff." And so they'll come back. I have some new ideas of things I want to deliver to the channel. You know, new little, I guess, shows or regular things I want to do, and so we'll start bringing that in. It just takes a lot of time. Lots of time. And I was just spent the past couple days here. My son turned 8 on Thursday. And so we've been having like little parties Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And oh man, I'm so stuffed from the junk food. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's, you know, kind of takes up a little bit of time. Doing all the videos takes time. I haven't really responded to everybody when they've left me comments in my videos. Just been really busy trying to get everything, you know, together. I'm sure most of you understand that. Anyway, so let's see. getting these spy things down, and I really enjoy them because you can get that extra XP. You can really challenge yourself. But I also enjoy, running along with everybody. And I know we haven't done a lot of Evening with Nog stuff recently. We'll do some more. Obviously Warframe, Firefall, probably some of the other. There's a few other videos or games that we've been playing that I just haven't done any stuff for. We'll get it out there just to keep you entertained. But yeah, so much going on. It's just trying to keep up with it. It's 16.4. If we look at this, right? So 16.4 comes out. The next day, you bring out, of course, the Nemesis skin, and then you bring out this false prophet event. I won't ever get caught in this room with it activating, or you have to deal with links. Just as FYI. If the room gets activated, links will drop from the hanging spot and come after you. And then the event came along, and tons of things going on. It's like, it almost feels like it was a major update because there's just so much stuff that I can't even cover it all at one time and enjoy it at the same time. So that's, yes, I try to enjoy every part of it when I'm doing it. So it's just the way I am. So eventually we'll get to everything, like always. And I know my Quanta build that I showed in that when I did the comparison video wasn't a great build. But, it's the way I had it set up. I like to change things around all the time, so most of the time you'll find that things don't stay the same. And what I was playing around with one day, like I said in the video, this is not anything this is just where I was going to start because I had it set up that way. So there are definitely some changes to it. Interestingly enough, just as FYI, if you put the 4 dual stat mods onto the Quanta Vandal, you can get a 97.3% status chance, as long as you add the Serration mod as well. So with your multi-shot and your 4 dual stats, you get almost 100% status chance, which is crazy. It does make a huge difference. The 90 in the clip makes a huge difference as well. It's definitely a weapon that you can take all the way into the highest of levels if you set it up properly. And if you like to build with status, it will be a beautiful thing. Man, that was stupid of me. I should have controlled it and then killed her. But whatever. It is what it is. So I definitely got to put out some of these longer videos, though I know not everybody watches the longer videos. But hey, I enjoy doing them, and I know for the few of you guys that do enjoy them, they will be here. I was actually playing earlier today. It was just funny. I was playing earlier, and I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting my standard, high frame rate and everything going fine. And I was getting some spikes and 30 FPS, and I'm like, what is going on? Why am I spiking and slowing down and lagging and 30 FPS? And then I realized I was playing for like an hour or so, give or take, maybe even longer, on my battery. I didn't even have the laptop plugged in. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense why I was getting 30 instead of 60. But yeah, so there's that. Obviously, with these impact mods that are now out, we're going to have to relook at some of these past weapons, the impact weapons, and see how much better they are. Now, I mean, you could think, I'm thinking in my head like the Cernos, you know, as terms of the bow, but I can put the impact mod on it, the big, you know, 120% impact mod and all, but I just don't know that that bow is going to do anything for me. Like, it's a cool bow. It's not horrible, you know, but it's not a dread with its critical, and it's definitely not a Paris Prime with critical and huge ass puncture. I'm talking about a weapon that's got impact and not much else going for it. Yeah, we'll be looking at some of those. I know we've got a couple of those heavy melees that are impact. But you know, I just do things as I like it, as I want to over time. My mind rambles and changes so often that I may say, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then the next day, it'll have totally changed because I'm just not in the mood to do it that particular time, to do this or to do that. You know, I think everybody goes through that, so that's not really an issue. Why did I just use chaos? Damn it. Now I got the Grenier guy over here trying to shoot the damn... We'll get to it. We'll get to it. That's what I always say. Well, I'll get to it. Clan is growing. We've got a lot of people in it, though we have some people that haven't been on for a while. I may do a cleanup. We don't really need to do a cleanup right now. I mean, we've got 190 people. The majority of the clan is active. Screwed that up as well. The alliance is nice and strong. Lots of chatting and stuff going on in the alliance. I know we are waiting to see what they come up with for the change of the dark sectors, whether we'll be able to actually run solar rails and such, because it'd be nice. I mean, we have a few solar rails, right? Made, you just can't do them at this point, so that'll be something that definitely looking forward to that change when that comes around. I mean, overall, just kind of just having fun. I mean, that's the whole thing. Just always having fun. And I want to say thanks to some people that have left some comments on my channel. I'm not going to mention anybody in particular or anything like that. But, you know, I think I've finally, at least for me, I've driven the point across to people, and I'm hoping that it continues, you know, game-wide, that while you may not agree with how I mod a weapon or I build a weapon, you understand that people do things differently. It's just something that is nice to see, that people are like, hey, you know, hey, I don't exactly agree with what you put. It's not the best build or this, that, and everything else, but you know, it is yours and it's how you play it. So, I mean, for you, it fits well. And that's exactly what I try to get across. And I know that's exactly what pretty much most of the others try to get across as well. I mean, they'll show you stuff, but no matter how much you want to say this is the exact way to get the best of this, that exact way is always going to be based off of how that person plays. I mean, I can run calculations and numbers all day long and say this is the best way, but realistically it's not, because there is no best way when nobody plays exactly the same as each other. And that's what makes Warframe awesome, because you can set things up so much to you. Anyway, so I don't know, I'm rambling. Oh. Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get you into the clan there. So things are just moving along. I mean, we're just having fun, you know. Comments, questions, suggestions for things you'd like to see. I've got, like I said, a couple things in my head, some some new series or some new shows or creations or however you want to call it that I want to start bringing to the channel that we'll get into here. Just keep going and growing is what we do. Once we hit that 10K mark, that's my big goal right now is 10K subs and of course tons of views. But once we hit that 10K mark, I got a little something special planned. So stay tuned for that. We're going. Anyway, you comments, questions, like always. Hopefully you did enjoy this. I'll catch you guys next episode. Thanks for watching as always. See you soon.